Hey everybody, this is Asher back with more Darkest Dungeon, where we are continuing. After our very Richie Rich last mission, I do have a few viewers to introduce here. One would be, and of course now I have clicked the button off weird, but one is gonna, I just made it even worse. One is gonna be Axe Moon, the leper. We needed a second one. I'm currently have him in to treat his lygophobia because we don't want stress damage compounded with below like light stuff. And also his skill set isn't awesome, but accuracy versus or unholy slayer is great. So there's a lot of unholy enemies. It all works out very well. Also Varler, who you may remember as previously being a one and done hero here, has now come back as his next of kin. The witch doctor is now looking to figure out what exactly happened to his grizzled old grandpa, as it were, or other interesting backstories. Stress eater doesn't matter, I guess, because well, we all want to stress eat sometimes. But those are both level 0 characters, and we'll see if we get to use them today. We do have a few goals looking forward here. We do want to go upgrade the blacksmith and get 32 deeds. That's going to work out pretty well. As will upgrading the guild and getting 24 portraits. The problem with portraits is that it takes a lot of work to get them. We could also try and upgrade the Nomad Wagon just to get a few things in here, but really we're not floating the amount of gold necessary yet to be able to pick up some of these things. That could come later. I don't think we have too much else to really fight with. Harlequin, Frezel, and Wishwati are all dealing with their stress. Bobrum would like to, but she's a tippler, and last I checked, the bar is full. And we can't actually afford to upgrade to increase the next level of bar stuff, and even if we did, I have higher priorities for heirlooms. So one thing I didn't mention, I had to put in a comment last time, is that another thing the patch changed was that you notice none of the rewards are just tied to one area anymore. I could do a medium mission like fight the hag, which could be pretty good, because right now I'm thinking deeds are what I want. But the problem with fighting the hag is that it's the hag, and that is a very tough battle when we've struggled to even get a medium mission completed so far. Book of Sanity is insanely good, and this is a long mission for exploring 90% of rooms, so that's going to be a bit tough. But the Book of Sanity is just so good. Like I said, I'm just not entirely sure how we would manage to do this. I really would rather have some level 4 people in there, which means maybe I should opt for this short mission with a portrait. Abomination item is nice. Let's take some baby steps here. We're going to take Bellacoat. We're going to need to upgrade some people's skills and armor to be sure. So she has Judgment, which is good. That's all good. Who else do we want to take to try and level up here? We want to take Turiel. He does have a little bit of stress, so maybe we should take Koval instead. Do we take just Shinobi and Dismas here to try to do maximum damage? I think that could work out. Because if we take Shinobi on 3, that gives us Toxic Trickery. And then we can actually try and put Duelist Advance in here. And Point Blank Shot, because we're not using these two abilities. So yeah, let's do it like this. Is it the A-team? I don't know. We could probably cue the music, but we definitely have to go to town to make some upgrades before we get this started. So if we go to the guild first, who do we got here? Dismas. We definitely need to upgrade Duelist Advance. We definitely need to upgrade Point Blank Shot. So that's a pretty good build in of itself. And that's good for pseudo frontlining here. We do want to improve your heals. We'll improve Judgment too, because we use it enough. Toxic Trickery, maybe not worth it. Shadow Fade is definitely not worth it. Flashing Daggers and Lunge, we're not really doing that here. Purge, we can keep at level 1. Yeah, I think we're good there. All the money that we're spending, Blacksmith. So Shinobi has max gear. Bellacoat. You never know when that extra damage is going to come into play. So, hopefully you guys have recovered enough from your stress. Hopefully we don't get anyone killed. And before we even get started here, let's go ahead and make sure that we have all the good stuff here. Now, let's see here. Max HP and then increased stress damage. We don't really want that. We want increased virtue chance for you. And can we get something? I don't really like a decrease in dodge. We've lost some really good items on veteran missions, though. Like getting something with minus stress damage would be good. We know that that healing trinket's going to need to go somewhere else. Alright. Now here's the thing too, is that this mission's in the Cove, and we're not necessarily taking a very Cove-friendly team here. We want to be able to try and get some bleeds out, and we don't have a lot of it. I guess we'll just have to deal with it as it comes. We'll see what we can do. It's a short mission, and this is a very strong team. And I need to be doing more things in the Cove anyway, so we'll see how it goes. So let's see, what other items here? Accuracy with melee skills, bleed skill. Let's go ahead and give you this charm, because that's going to be necessary. Character class restriction. That's good. Alright, we want to give you this. And you're already pretty fast, so that's doubling down on something we may not need. Let's do that instead. I prefer to not get surprised here, so class restriction. Dodge and speed, minus range skills. Plus damage to range skills. Alright. It's a little weird to do it that way. And we could take the Ancestor's Bottle on Koval. I guess we will. That's a lot of health. I mean, it does increase his stress damage, but we'll just have to overcome, I guess. Alright, and before we forget, I know we can change this in there, but point blank shot and duelist advance is nice from the standpoint of if I have him in the second position, and for some reason I want to do more damage. Koval, his abilities are all 1-2. That doesn't change anything. Dismas, on the other hand, he can kind of shuffle around here. He's squishy, but we'll see how that goes. Alright. To the Cove? Sure, why not? We need some portraits anyway. Definitely want to take some more shovels. We're not screwing around here. We're going to take all the food. We're going to take 2 holy water, 2 medical herbs, all the bandages, because every freaking thing bleeds in there. 2 antivenom. Let's take a 3rd one of these, because sometimes you'll get carcasses that you can put this on. You know, that'll do. Here goes nothing.
The smell of rotting fish is almost unbearable.
So the last time we completed a veteran mission, it was by the skin of our teeth.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
Let's see if that's bad this time. Wow, actually dodged the trap. That is a fortuitous start, as it were. So Dismas must know what's within. Alright, well, I should have probably tried to fix that curious trait ahead of time. Well, it's gold at least. So that counts for something. Now, we did upgrade Koval's weapon. You'd think that maybe he'd eventually get a non-broken sword out of all this. But we only have to explore 90% of the rooms. What treasures lie here? 1,000 gold.
Laden with loot are often low on supplies.
And here's our first shovel. Thought I had 4. Apparently I have not 4. Alright. Nothing quite yet. So this means it's all going to be packed in. Oh, well. We were due to fight you. So let's get this started. Alright. We're going to definitely throw dagger here. Alright, pistol shot, duelist advance. Open veins would be nice from the 3rd position. That actually activates riposte. I didn't realize he had a riposte ability. So that's pretty nice. And he gets to actually do it right then. So we got our little squeaky spores. Choppity chop. We definitely want to take those out ahead of time if we can. Good riposte. And what do? We want to take these guys out. We want to do damage to the Shambler too, but... Alright. Toxic Trickery. Go ahead and get that blight out of the way. Alright, so every time these guys attack, they buff themselves a lot. So we don't want that. Probably just as well to party heal here. Especially since we can get the stress relief on the crit, so that's nice. And let's Huey Lewis and the news it. Good. Wow, crit on the riposte. That's amazing. That bleed's not amazing. And this is where some people would say the shorter missions get a little more difficult than the longer missions here. That's right, he has a high prod. I need to be prioritizing taking out the spores. Because we can't actually camp for skills, but at this point... I was hoping for a crit there, but this'll do. Plus, this lets us mostly get back in position here. We're going to have a lot of bleeding here. Let's see here. 3 for 3, 3 for 2. It's worth a bandage. Good heal. Alright. Heal again. So many crits, man. Alright, we're gonna have to try and take him out pretty soon. Should have used the anti-venom before. Decimated. Would have preferred that crit on somebody else. Alright. So, Clatterclaw, that's a big ouch. We're gonna need the anti-venom U for sure. So there goes all of our anti-venom. I know the party heal isn't always the greatest in the world, but let's see if we can start stacking something resembling a bleed. Okay, maybe not. 3 for 3, 3 for 2. Take you down. Good job, Koval. Alright, riposte again. Alright. So that's so much damage that he's taken ahead of time, and that's an annoying dodge. I think we just start going for it here. 9 damage, because this guy, the longer we let him stay up, the bigger a problem we're going to have. We have no riposte right now. Good. Alright. Party heal. It saves everybody a little bit instead of saving everybody a lot. Good thing we brought all the bandages, though. Chop it. Oh, that's a bad miss. Alright. And please don't actually get all the way stressed out. Resolve. No, you're paranoid. Why did we even give you that other thing? Well, that's understandable. That, on the other hand, is horrible. Alright. All the crits. All of the crits. Alright, well, this guy has to die. Like, we have no choice but to kill him. Okay, good thing he didn't reject the heal. Pick to the face. Almost got him. Alright. Please hit. There we go. So now we've just got to dodge all the critting from hell. Alright. When I said dodge, I meant us dodging. Alright, so we're not dead. The issue, as usual when we run into these guys, is can we actually continue? Oh, that's horrible. Oh my god. Okay. Well, they got a prot buff. That's the problem. Okay, well, let's try and keep... We don't want to be on death's door if he gets too high of a stress. Alright, so we're just going to have to beat these guys down really hard. That's one way to do it. I go with a tranquil mind. Okay, well... My wounds are mounting. Okay, Clapper Claw here. That's a bad crit because now we're at death's door. Everyone's going to be stressed out. Heal me. Bellicote's resolve is tested. She is selfish, so of all these virtues. Give me your jewels and I will absolve you of idolatry. That's sweet. Shinobi. Vigorous. I can't talk. Alright. Well, it's not all over. But we're going to have to work pretty damn hard. Okay, did you just skip your turn? Alright, abusive, so he's not going to start hurting himself. Fun! Haha! I'd rather adventure alone than the likes of you. Alright, well we have to Divine Comfort here. Alright. Well, unfortunately, this means this short mission is going to be another failed mission. Still better to go for the bleed chance. There we go. Cross paths with the Panther and beware. I mean, wow. Yeah, you just attacked that corpse. You told that corpse real good. Okay, well, we're at death's door. Are you dead? Heart attack! Koval is gone. Koval. Oh, you were a rock to our team for so long. But one crit, one shambler. You attack the corpse when all you need to do is attack the little guy. Well,
Success so clearly in view.
Look at this.
Or is it merely a trick of the
All of these ancestral items, and you still die. That sucks, but that's Darkest Dungeon, right? We spent a lot of money. This actually is a really terrible item, so we're gonna have to sell it. So even then, for all that hard fight, and we still blew it. Well, at least while we're here, let's see if we can get something good out of this. If we can get something good out of this, I don't think we can. All right. Really? The Nocturnal Quirk was removed. Of all the ones to remove. Oh well. Back to town. So that was like an unqualified failure. Because if you fight the Shambler, at least the hope is that you get a really good item that will help you out. But on a tortuous run, all the Ancestor's Candle is going to be is gold. That's it. So we lost a good companion. And we have little to show for it.
regroup, reassemble. Evil is timeless after all.
And that's all we get to sell back too. Nice. Alright, so very little treasure. We have a lot of stress to relieve here. So zoophobia. Fun. Tuckered out. We can't have that. The yips. We can't have that. Alright. So we have to relieve stress and we have to hope that some of these things don't become
Let
permanent.
me share with you the terrible wonders I have come to know.
It's like the fastest that's ever loaded back. I guess that update really helped as well, but it's one of those things that I really want to cure those traits before they get locked in, which is what those little skulls mean. But can't do it. Like, our team is so strong, and that was a strong team. But unfortunately, first off, I just took the bar away from anybody else trying to relieve stress. But let's see. Sort by stress level. Yeah, Boabrom, I guess you're gonna have to sit in town for a little bit. Well, we're down a leper. We gained a leper. Did we get anyone in the stagecoach that's worthwhile? Another man-at-arms and another houndmaster. Something to think about for sure. And our first antiquarian, the new class, who is a witness, which is okay, and hard-skinned, which is really good. So we're definitely going to pick you up. I'm not sure if this is necessarily the abilities that we want you to have, but it's exciting to have a new class. So Cruel, welcome aboard. Not all is lost.
Where others will not go, and sees what others will not see.
Well, that's very exciting. Definitely an interesting episode. But let's take a moment to remember the fallen here. Koval, veteran leper who had a heart attack. Notice everyone dying to heart attacks, heart attacks, heart attacks. But we know it was the Shambler that did him in. So, that's it for now. This is Asher. We regroup, we fight again. We're going to have to rebuild our wallet yet again, but that's okay because that gives us the opportunity to build up some of our team. Once again, it's just unfortunate that we are not able to get experience to get to level 4 because that will help with so much of this stuff. But that's the hump we have to get over for next time. That's it for now. Wishwoody, bad humors. Let's go ahead and cure that. Anything else while we're here? There's probably some bad traits that people have picked up over time. Anemic, clumsy, eldritch. Let's sort by level. Belisar. Resent. Yeah, I don't like curious, so let's fix that. So, that said, like I said, interesting episode. Short missions can be tough when you just can't camp ever, but they're especially tough when you lose your key main tank and one of your best characters that you have here. So, it's been fun, Koval, but someone will have to rise again. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Asher with Darkest Dungeon. We'll do it again soon. Take care.